Welcome to the 1% Club. We are glad you are here. Good to see you guys. I just drove down the hill from Tahoe, got here about 45 minutes ago. I'm gonna be here for about 3 days. I'm in Roseville, man. So good to see you guys. I know it has been a while. I think I was in Vancouver, Washington last week speaking at the exact time that this started. And then, of course, the week before, I think it was 4th of July, and we just let you guys go do your thing. So it's been like 3 weeks, man. If I could say this, I actually miss you guys. I miss you guys. You know, that's not a shocking thing, but man, it's great to be back. I hope you guys are having a great summer, barbecuing, swimming, working hard, you know, making money, but more importantly, loving your family, your kids, your agents. So, man, so glad you're here. By the way, if this is your first time to the 1% Club, this is all about becoming a 1%er, doing what 99% of agents will not do. Most people will master they're going to master the short game. I sell 50 homes a year, 500 homes a year, 5,000 homes a year. Trust me, I know those people back in 2000, 2005, 2010, and they're still grinding away at their desks here in 2024. The long game, of course, is learning how to build a revenue share organization. So today's Zoom, and every Tuesday we do this at 1:30, is dedicated to help you build a revenue share organization. Man, Robert Smith, great to see you, brother. What's up, Jared Davis, my man? I miss you, man. We got to talk. Call me later today. You and I have been too long. Shantae Cruz, how are you, Shantae? And Brian, what's up, Big B? Are we meeting at 3:30 today or 5? Have you let me? Do you know which one yet?
Sorry about that. Unmute. It's 3:30, brother.
3:30. Okay, good. I haven't seen your reply text. Hi, Ruth. Good to see you. And what's up, Andrew Avalos, man? All my favorite people are here. Darren Isaac with the Golden Gate Bridge and the sunset, looking good, brother. So we're gonna get this party started. So let's get going. So kind of my theme for today's 1% Club, I thought of, what can I share with people? What do they need to hear? What do I think would be pertinent? And here it is. Write this down. Here's my theme: gather. This is July and August. So the first thing I want you to do, from me, my perspective, is you get the 5 F's, right? The big, big ones, the 5 big rocks in the jar, right? Number 1 is faith. Number 2 is, oh, that's cool. I put my hand up and it put a little, that's awesome. I didn't do that, but the AI says, oh, he has a question. That's cool. All right. Anyways, it just took me off. I'm sorry. I go, why did the hand go up there? Okay. So, family, faith, finances, fitness, and fun. The 5 F's. Write that down. There's family. Man, you don't want to gain the whole world and lose your family, get divorced, lose the respect of your children. Or faith. That's a famous Bible verse. What good is it for a man to profit the whole world and lose his soul? Man, when you're talking about attorneys, so there's the faith component. Some of you are there. Some of you are like, I don't know if I got that. It's like, I'm not quite a listing agent yet, So maybe you want to explore that faith thing, and I'm happy to talk to anyone privately about that. But there's family, there's faith, there's fitness, and there's finances, and there's fun. Of course, in our business world, we look at the whole business component is the financial part, right? Because if you have no money, your family's going to suffer. If you have lots of money and all you do is work 24/7, your family's going to suffer again, and your faith. And so everyone's like, well, there's no such thing as balance. I disagree. I mean, I'm a big time blocker. When it's time to go to church and Bible study and men's group and women's group and family retreat and family vacation and build a little league coach and a soccer coach and a rugby coach and go to it goes in the calendar. And Clark Broom's on here. He taught me 40 years ago, live by your calendar, not your emotions. So if the calendar says you're door knocking today, 50 homes, and it's 118 degrees, get a bottle of water, dress appropriately, and go door knock 50 times. Suck it up, put on your big boy pants, your big girl. But if you're going to do open houses and you're in Phoenix and it's 121 degrees, what do? You do the open house. Be safe. Let people know where you are. I'm putting the signs out for the next hour. If I don't check in an hour, I'm passed out by some cactus in a corner. Drink water. I'm not saying not to be safe, but be smart. But here's the deal. A lot of people skip their open houses. They skip their agent attraction time. I will do this every Sunday night from 5 to 8 for 3 hours. Now, you know, my story was Friday, 2 to 5. And guess what? You can ask James Stroop. I didn't miss, partly because he was beating on me. Get in there and go call some agents. And no one ever called me. I called them, and I would invite them to events. I'd go for the direct appointment. You know, we've known each other a long time, and we'll sit down and talk to you about EXP. I'm like, well, I'm not leaving Lions. I'm not leaving Remax or Coldwell Banker or Compass. I go, hey, stay there for 30 years. But we've been friends a long time. Can we meet because it's me? Can we at least talk? I want to know why you're not coming to EXP. I want to, like, what have you seen that I haven't seen? Because I said, of course I'm excited, but hey, you could stay where you are, but will you meet? And so I don't care what it is, but if you skip door knocking every day, 50 homes a day, 5 days a week, 250 a week, 1,000 a month, you're not going to get the results. It's like having a Tesla and going by the supercharging station and going, I can make it to the next one. And the next one's in 90 miles and it says you're out of juice in 70 miles. You're not going to make it. Same thing with the gas tank. And you keep going by gas stations and it goes to E. Lead generation for the short game, sales, and lead generation for the long game, agent attraction, you know, you can't skip it. It's like skipping the grocery store, not eating for a week. You know, you're going to find yourself decimated. So number one, gather. And what do I mean by that? Gather your family, gather your friends. You need time to refresh your spirit. And my wife and I set aside the month of July. We've never done it, but we rented a cabin up at Lake Tahoe, and we've been entertaining our family, and some of our close friends have popped up, and we've done some fun stuff. But I mean, I'm like, this shirt is kind of representative of the kind of mood I'm in. You know what I mean? It's been good for me. And I'm not saying you have to take a month off. We're just at a point in my life. I've been at this 40 years. You know, we get to do that. And so things are in order. And guess what? When I needed grocery money and gas money and payments for the mortgage, I worked like a dog, you know, and yet I still was a little league coach. I still was a soccer coach. I didn't attend the games. I was the coach. You know, I was the coach because I knew it would force me. I couldn't cheat. Coach has got to be at practice Tuesday and Thursday, soccer Wednesday and Monday and Wednesday. And I had to be at the tournament games, and I made real estate bend to my will because you can't get the time back with your kids, you guys. You can't get the time back. Every Wednesday night, every Friday night, Kathy and would date each other. 34 years later, does it work? Yes. Do we have some hard times along the way? Yes. Did I screw up and do stupid, dumb stuff? Yes. I'm a guy. That's like a rite of passage. You're a guy. You're a caveman. You're like, duh, I make fire. You know, I create round wheel. You know, I mean, we're guys. We do dumb stuff. And wisdom is, you know, when by the time you're 20, you realize how little you knew it when you were 15. And when you're 30, you realize you didn't know nothing at 20, but you got to figure out. Then you turn 40, you realize you didn't know anything at 30. Then you turn 50, go, oh my God, I didn't know anything at 40. I thought, you know, and now I'm about to turn 60. And it's called wisdom. You start learning to talk less and listen more. You start learning to have empathy. You start learning to slow down and take in things and have many counselors and many advisors so your plans will succeed. And you start growing. And man, I'm sure when I'm 70, I go, man, I didn't know anything at 60. So I want you, number one, gather your family and friends. You can have a barbecue. It doesn't have to be, you know, Ruth Chris or Eddie V's or you know, Mastro's. It doesn't have to be $1,000 meal. It could be hamburgers and hot dogs on the Barbie. You know, go to the 99-cent store and get some older buns for 90. It doesn't cost money. It just takes time and thoughtfulness. And hey, everyone, we're having hot dogs and hamburgers tonight. Come on over if you want. We'll start grilling about 6:30. Man, they'll show up. Write this down. People are looking for an invitation. Write that down. So what are you inviting them to? Karen Sweet, I would want to hang out with you. People are looking for invitation, but so often we're not inviting people to hang out. Hey, we're going to the movies Saturday night. Want to go? There's a great new movie out. In fact, if I could recommend a movie on Netflix, it just came out. It's called Greater. Watch the movie. And this young man, I won't give it away, but they made a movie about his life, like the movie Rudy. Remember the movie Rudy? It was a football movie. You all know the movie Rudy. If you don't, watch that one. But same thing. It's like against all odds. And sometimes you feel like that in your life. And if you hang out with everyone else, oh, it's too hard, you can't do it, they pull you back in the bucket. You're the one who has to scramble up, jump out of the bucket, and take off and start running for your life. So get people together. So I want to hear from some of you. I'm going to unmute you. But if you did a gathering lately, and it could be you went to a winery, you took people fishing, you did a picnic, you did a volleyball thing, or a frisbee, outdoor frisbee, or you did a beach thing, or a river thing, or a lake thing, or a houseboat thing. What did you do? If you did a gathering, whether it was your family or your group, your revenue share group, what did you do? Like the first thing I did, you guys, was every Monday night. I mean, sorry, every Friday night, I would come down to my office at about 8 o'clock and we would do a movie night. We'd watch Gene Frederick on a video. Those are the movies we watch. We watched Rob Flick on a video. We'd watch Glenn Sanford with his big new announcement. We'd actually sit there and watch and take notes. I'd hand out notepads and we'd have a cold lemonade, iced tea, or whatever, and we had some popcorn and we would do that. I'm a little crazy. That's my idea of fun. But so how about you? If you could put your hand up, I got a few people. So go down to the reactions button or do this. And apparently AI is gonna create a hand. But I'll start with Andrew Avalos. And what did you do, Andrew, to gather people?
So every Wednesday, I have a Wednesday wind down at Morton's. So
Okay.
they don't charge me for a corking fee there because I have a wine locker, and I invite some close friends and anywhere between 5 to 10 random agents from different brokerages, and we gather and we don't talk shop. We just get some camaraderie and have some fun. In fact, I have a rule that says we can't talk business, EXP, or any of that stuff while we're there. We're just getting to know each other and have fun.
That's awesome. And people show up because they're waiting for an invitation. And then I don't know anyone. Well, do Tuesday hot dog night or Wednesday wine down or free for all Friday. I don't know. Make something silly up. Great job, Andrew. Jared.
We just did a pool party at our house, catered it with tacos, torchies. Just had out team, had maybe 20 people out just to swim, hang out, have a good time. We have a grid event. I just became a grid chapter leader for the area. So tomorrow we've got our grid event. We've set that up to make it a dinner. People want to come for VIP. It's at a social club, so they can come early and eat with us if they want to eat with us. Then we do a EXP Explained at 5 before the event even starts. And then we have an open bar. And then we start the investment event and networking. And then we have our next cocktails for closers on the 31st at a new restaurant. We booked out like half the restaurant for that. And then we have another role play next week. So it's 4 this week or this month that we're doing four events.
Gathering people, adding value, making a difference. I love it. Karen, thank you, Jared. Karen.
So mine is just silly. Cine Bistro here on Tuesdays is $6 a ticket. So I bought out 2 rows. And so, and it happened to be Bad Boys 4. Silly movie. And if you know Cine Bistro, they serve the food in the restaurant, in the seats, and then they have the bar out front. So you meet before then, and everybody said yes, because it's hot in Florida right now. So everybody came,
Air conditioning,
popcorn,
a movie, some little food, a little glass of wine or a beer or iced tea, whatever people want.
That's it.
And they all came.
Everybody came.
Now, did you pay for all their food and drinks, or you just bought them the seat ticket? Then they got to
bought
pay
them
for
the
their food and
seat
drink.
and popcorns because it's never ending popcorn.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't have to that's going to be expensive if they are, because they'll serve steak there. They'll serve chicken. They'll serve expensive things. So say, hey, I got your seat and I'm buying popcorn for everyone. If you want any beverages or food, and they all came. We all
came.
We all have those movie theaters now that fully recline. Some of them give you Angora blankets and hot fudge sundaes, and popcorn is included. And you can make these things fun. It does not have to cost a lot of money. Sometimes you can partner with a title rep quietly, or a mortgage broker loudly, or a property management company, or an investor, or a flipper. They're like, I'll introduce you to 40 agents. I rented an entire movie theater at the Studio Movie Grill. And those of you from Sacramento know that place in Rockland. It's really nice. And now, not the theater, a theater within Studio. And I think it held about 90 people is all the theater held, because some of them hold 300, some of them are different sizes. The one I had was 90. Then sometimes they'll let you pick the movie you want to play. And so I think that whole night cost me $800 for 90 people. And where everyone's able to gather, they get there early. And now they think, well, I don't have $900. Do you have, okay, maybe your general contractor picks in 200, your mortgage person kicks in 200, your right? You can find 4 people to come up with 200 and say, I'll introduce you, my roofer, to 90 people to give you roofing repairs and roofing business. Come on, you guys, you can do this. You don't need money. You just need an idea. You need creativity. I was in Truckee yesterday. Who was I with? Randy Bird. And we're walking by Engel Volkers. And they took a gas station, this really old, picture something in the Cars, a gas station like from the cartoon Cars. And it looks, this gas station had probably been there for 80 years. Looked like it'd been there since 1935. And then they painted it all retro. It's like an old Texaco. And then, but they put Engel Volkers across the top. They where the garage doors would drop down where they repair cars and fix flat tires. It was all glass garage doors. And inside they had beautiful desks and chairs. But they put 6 or 7 or 8 desks right in front of all those windows. Every one of them was empty. Every one of them. It's like, I'd be embarrassed to sit there like, I'm the new guy. I'm sitting in front of the window like a puppy at the puppy mill. Pick me, I'm your puppy. We both said to each other, man, I wouldn't do that. He goes, me either. I'd put leather couches and put a big sign that says free coffee. I'd have a big urn of coffee going and we'd be bringing people in because they had position A, but they had no creativity. Have some creativity. Do unique, different things. Be the purple cow. There's a book out called The Purple Cow, and it's all about a famous marketing guy. He goes, what would get people's attention? He's in Europe. He's going along the countryside. He goes, well, if I saw a purple cow out there in the field, I get my attention. In marketing, you want to be the purple cow. You want to be different. You want to look different. There's so many things they could have done to bring people in, and all these people with lots of money from San Francisco, they're all right there, but nobody's going in the office because there's no reason to go in the office. So you can do things. And again, Brian, are you still here? Is Brian here? I saw him a second ago. He vanished. Okay, I'll come back to Brian. But hi, Shay. Good to see you. There's Brian. I think he's on the phone or something. Are you there? Brian, you were going to share something. I saw. Hi, Shay. I saw you raise your hand earlier, Brian. Go ahead.
My bandwidth isn't so good, so when your audio starts to get a little bit choppy, then I just go to turn off my camera and everything.
That's a great tip, everybody. Good tip, Brian.
I have been doing, we live in wine country here in Temecula, so I've been inviting people out to the wineries. But you know what? I need to do that. I need to get the courage to do that to agents that I know but aren't at EXP. I've been gathering my flock, if you will, people that are already at EXP, just to encourage them, to see where they need help, to encourage them to recruit, to bring them along, that kind of stuff. But I need to step up my game.
Yeah. Tell your team agents, everybody gets to bring 2 guests.
Yeah.
And just say, we're not going to talk about EXP. We're going to hang out. We're just having a fun time. It's broker. Teach everyone to say these words. It's broker agnostic, man. Yeah. It ain't about anything other than just hanging out, enjoying the wine. And we have a special thing once you come, and people are waiting for the invitation. So good on you, Brian. And then next time, set a goal. I'm going to invite 10 people to the next winery event we do and have some fun, or if we go fishing, or if we go sea doing. We just had 2 of my agents, Darcy Stratton and Cindy Silva, here in Sacramento. They created a paddleboarding thing at the lake, and they invited everybody out to go paddleboarding. They invited agents and brokers from other companies, and man, they get a ton of people out there paddleboarding. They're just paddleboarding, but what it does is it creates the relationship to help them in real estate to go to the different levels. So then finally, when appropriate, do the agent attraction. By the way, Matt Plummer, I saw posted, thank you, Matt, the link on Amazon to the Purple Cow. Thank you, Matt. If you don't know, Matt is a financial coach. He's my financial coach. He also has a huge organization at EXP with, what do you have, 300, Matt? How big's your group there?
327 on the dashboard.
Can't even keep up with them. 327 agents and brokers, but he's a professional financial coach. And we've got stock people. Yes, I've got all that stuff, but he kind of brings the whole package together. He actually coaches Phil Stringer, the AI guy, and helps him bring his whole package together. And so it was a piece. We have a CFO, chief financial officer. We have attorneys. We have stockbrokers. But I wanted one person. He's gifted at looking at the whole package. He didn't know I was going to say that. I didn't know I was going to say that. But if you think I need that person, I wholeheartedly invite you to talk to Matt about that possibility. Do you have group coaching or is it just one-on-one, Matt?
Group coaching and one-on-one.
How do they, if someone's here and they want to know more, how do they reach you?
I'll put my phone number and Instagram handle in the chat.
Love him, love him. He lost like 80 pounds and paid off $500,000 worth of credit card debt, mortgage debt. I don't know, it's a big number, 3, 4, 500,000, whatever it was in like the past 3 or 4 years. He's hitting on all 12 cylinders, not 8. So you think, I need that in my life. And he's just an awesome, rock solid Christian dude, great character, and I can wholeheartedly give him a thumbs up. Okay, moving on. So thank you for those of you that shared. The rest of you, you have your homework assignment. So here, I want to just chum the water. You could do a picnic. I used to put volleyball nets up. Hey, come out, we'll barbecue at the park, get in the shade by the river. You could do something at the river, at the lake. You can rent a patio boat. And again, have 30, 40 people out on that thing, barbecue off the back, houseboat. You could do a beach thing. You could do a lake thing, a cabin thing. Barbecue in your backyard. I don't have a nice backyard. I live in an apartment. Okay. Who do you got in your group as? And oh, Matt Plummer has a nice backyard. Well, ask Matt. Matt, can we do a little barbecue at your house? And then bring your group over, 10, 15 people, and encourage everyone to bring one guest and get together and gather and just have a hot dog. It doesn't have to be filet mignon. It doesn't have to be, something expensive. Get hamburgers and hot dogs. And maybe Matt's got a pool, even better. Hey, we're going swimming. We're going to barbecue Friday night, Saturday night, Wednesday night, whatever it is, but gather people. There's also river rafting. There's also paddle boarding, fishing, movie night. We talked about that. So just some ideas and any other creative thing you can think of. So that's fantastic. Okay, we are going to put, have we put it in the chat yet, Rob? So last Thursday, I spoke at my team meeting, my sales meeting. I do it every Thursday from 10 to 11. I've been running that team meeting from 10 to 11 since 1999. It's in its 25th year. I have a cadence to my life. I am predictable, like pretty much. I would have been here last Tuesday, but I was speaking in Vancouver at Build on stage when this was happening. So I had to do you guys wrong and give you Veronica. I know she wasn't very good, Veronica Figueroa. I know you guys are all depressed. It was terrible. I know. I'm just kidding. I've heard nothing but rave reviews. And she has a different approach on things, some similar, and so there's a value there. But for the most part, I try to be here every Tuesday. I pretty much don't miss. I don't miss my team meetings unless it's Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving, New Year's. We don't do major holidays, but I do it. And last Thursday, man, I prayed to God, I prepared, and my team and other agents, people said it was the best talk I've ever given in my life. Like people, my dad, Eric Lawful, just all kinds of people said and it was 29 minutes start to finish. So it's called Momentum is Not a Mystery by Brent Gove. It's how to build momentum in this market. It specifically addresses this market and what to do in this market for sales and agent attraction. And it's 29 minutes. And I remember I listened to a guy make a tape 40 years ago called Momentum is Not a Mystery. I stole his name because it was the favorite cassette tape. And that's what we had back in the 80s. And on my Sony, I've listened to it 100 times. And I became very, very successful in the 80s in that particular business. And so I was, when I got into talking, I was excited. So you may not be impressed when you hear it, but I'm sure it's in the chat by now, right, Rob? Is it in here? Okay, so it's just a YouTube link. We have it on my YouTube channel. So I want to give everyone the assignment, if I could be so bold, listen to it at least once. And if it just lights your fire, which everyone said, the mortgage guy said he sent it out to 200 mortgage people. No one's ever said that. It was like everybody who heard it, it just spoke to them. And so I believe it was a God moment for me, a God-inspired talk, 29 minutes start to finish. And so it's all cut up, it's edited, and it's just right there. So if you like it, feel free to pass it on to people, but I really believe that it's a message for you. So I want to say that again, Momentum is Not a Mystery by Brent Gove. He's got the YouTube link there. It's on my YouTube channel. Finally, number 4, we are done. Let's see, how am I doing on time? We're doing good. Sign up for Build. If you're not going to a Build, come to LA. I will see you in LA. I'm going to be there on the 25th. Anybody know the date today? I'm not clueless.
Today's date is July 16th.
July 16th. So the 25th, I believe, is that next Friday?
Next Thursday.
So week from this Friday. Okay, a week from this Thursday, I'm at Lake Tahoe play mode. I got my 4th of July shirt on still. I'm still having a good time. But come, I want to hang out. It's at the Disney Hotel. Let's hang out all day. 1-day event. We're doing a 1-day event with dinner on the lawn and fireworks afterwards, all for $99. So come to that. Now, if you're like, Brent, I'm on the East Coast, go to New Jersey. New Jersey is the same day or something, or I knew that. August 1st and 2nd, New Jersey, with Dave Kennord, Dave and Kristen Kennord, and Vincent Koo. And I know Scott Lewis is flying in. Come hang out in New Jersey at the Crystal Resort. Get your shot of vitamin B12 for the summer. It's our biggest conference. And then there's because this business is built event to event. You go to build, you bring someone with you. If I could say this, and then we're going to wrap it up today. Sheila Fergeron, a lot of you know her. Some of you wave at me if you know who Sheila Fergeron is. Wave at me. Wave. I'm looking. So half the group. She's my sponsor at EXP. I asked her the other day. I go, so what do you make a month? And she doesn't have a lot outside of me, but I think she nets $350,000 a month. It's a pretty good net when you're making about $3 to $4 million a year. It's pretty good. That's actually over $4 million a year. And I said, I thanked her again for calling me. She called me about Build. It wasn't Build. It was a different name, but it was in San Antonio, Texas. It was 3,000 miles away from me. She shared the video with me, the model explained, and then she invited me to come with 5 days notice. 5 days. You can't stop a winner from winning. You can't stop a loser from losing. People will self-sabotage. I'm like, I need to be there. I don't know what this EXP thing is. I know this. It's a horrible name. I do not like the name EXP. What is that? And so, but it's like HP, NEC, CB21, KW. KW, what is that? It's short for Keller Williams, but KW sounds normal today, and EXP does too. You see EXP signs everywhere. We're the largest real estate company in the world, so I knew they had a terrible name, but I'm like, this model's got something to it, and I got myself on a plane and spent thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands. I spent over $5,000 to go check out EXP. So my question to you is, who are you inviting to the New Jersey Build with Dave and Kristen Kennord and Vincent Koo and Jared Davis and the other leaders on the 1st and the 2nd? Man, I hope you get some people there. The more people you have there, the bigger your business will grow. If you have the vision, that's great. But where your business grows is when other people get the vision. And so, like this Thursday at PCAR, we have some people here from Sacramento. I'm going to be there live in person. I'm going to introduce the speaker from stage. And I'm glad you're coming. And it'll help you. But it'd be way better if you had 10 agents there from other companies and maybe another 10 or 15 or 20 that you've got your ref show. It means you're hitting the phone. If you don't call, they're not coming. It's like, hey, Matt, you got a quick second? Yeah. Hey, this Thursday, we got the #1 guy in the nation on building a database. It's like the vault to any business is a business's database. Frank Clients, I can always struggle to say his last name, but he's the guy in North America. And we're flying him in, spending thousands of dollars, cost is free. But see, you got to, I'm proud of you for showing up, but you got to quit showing up alone. You got to get better at the invitation and tell people, I forbid you to come to EXP. That's how yes, you're not allowed to leave Coldwell Banker. Stay there for 30 years now. Would you come to our event and then milk what you can from Tina Call or Frank Klintz or Bill Pipes, and then take it back to RE/MAX and prosper? And I mean that. If they want to stay at RE/MAX or Century 21 or Realty One for 20 years and 25, good. I'm like, well, that's easy for you to say you have a big group. No, you guys, if we're just helping people because we can benefit from them, don't you want someone just to help you just because they want to help you? You got to be, I don't think everyone's supposed to be at EXP. I don't. But I'm going to find the ones who are supposed to be here. And so, but if you don't have a goal, you're not going to hit it. So how many people you bring in this Thursday to Peacock? Well, Brent, I'm not in. Well, what event is around you? I heard from Jared Davis. He has this grid thing. It's all about investment real estate and investing in real estate. And show up to that, bring people. They're like, wow, that was really cool. Yeah, the majority of those people are EXP. And just a little drop a bomb, but that doesn't mean you jump on them. And when they go, how's EXP going? Great. How's Global Banker going? You notice I didn't launch on EXP. How's EXP going? It's going awesome, man. How's Remax going? Tell me about it. How you doing? Don't take the bait. This is not your moment to go, she asked me about EXP. And you go, blah, 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 blah. They're like, I'll never ask them about EXP again. You got to be smart, and you got to, you got to go, not yet. You're not ready for it. Let's talk about Compass. You got to take it away. It's not time yet. And you see, make it more about them. So sign up for Build and realize plenty of people have been invited 2, 3, 4, 5 days before the event happened. You have enough time to bring 20 people in your front line, new guests, between now and any Build. The question is, how bad do you want it? Will you set aside the time? Will you set a goal? What you focus on expands. What are you focused on? Why you can, why you can't. You're amazing. You're a loser. What voice are you going to listen to? You're stupid, dumb, fat, and short. You're beautiful, this, that. People love you. You're a breath of fresh air, man. You're a light in a dark world. What voice are you going to listen to? Because we all got two voices. Who are you kidding? You can't do it. Yes, I can. You shut up. And so you got to decide the good angel and the bad angel. One's talking to your ear and one's talking to your ear. And I would listen to the voice that says you're a lover, you're a giver, you live in abundance. You're okay because really it's about them and their kids and them doing well. And if you can help them prosper and do well and be happy and get their life right, and they're at Century 21 for the next 30 years, stop. There, you'll get enough. I get it that you want them to come, but you can't do that. So my final question for you is, who is waiting for you? Who's waiting for the invitation? Because Build will change their life. And from there, you go to EXPCon in Miami. And from there, you come out to Cabo come out to Cabo in March. So you got Build this summer, end of October, the last 3 days of October, not the 30, but it's EXPCon Miami. I'll be there. I'm going to be in Cabo. I'm at almost every Build I can physically attend. There's a couple that they're happening at the same time. I'm speaking and I can't be there. But I'm going to all of them, but that's why I grow. So it is, I think we're up against the hour. Yes, we're 2 minutes over. So that's it for today. It's so great to see you guys. I love you. I miss you. We're going to do Mastering Sales in about 7 minutes. If you want to stick around for that, great. And if you need to bounce. Love you. And we'll see you next week here for sure. Bye for now, everyone. See ya.